Hello, I'm Rebecca, and I'd like to share a story with you. Today's story is called The White Deer. Life was fairly quiet and peaceful living in the deep woods of North Carolina. I loved living in the woods, the smell of the trees and the earth, the sound of the wind through the leaves, the bird song echoing through the holler. One thing I didn't like, though, were the amount of ticks that we had there. That first summer, I pulled off 21 ticks from my body. My husband at the time pulled off 7, and my toddler daughter just had 1 crawling on her. My dog, countless. We had a huge deck to hang out on. We spent many days just hanging out under the canopy of trees. It was beautiful. May I take you there now? Oh, the canopy of trees, birds singing in the breeze. All these beautiful woods have me feeling so good. All these beautiful woods have me feeling so good. It was beautiful, yes, but I was not well in my spirit and in my body. I had the blues. I was exhausted all the time, stagnant, stuck, sad, fearful, lonely, so tired, so tired. I thought it was just the blues of being a work-at-home mother. I knew something needed to change. I dreamed of a vibrant life. I knew I could have one, but as a work-at-home mom alone in the woods, I had no idea how to find myself. I could feel something bigger stirring within me, like something huge was about to happen in my life. Do you know that feeling? I couldn't tell if it was a storm or a beacon of light, but it was on the horizon. I feel you coming on the horizon. I feel you coming on the horizon. Are you a storm or a light so warm? I feel you coming on the horizon. So one day I was in the back of our eclectic little house, and I walked by the back window there, and I saw something bright white in the misty evening woods. And so I walked closer to the window and saw what I immediately thought was a goat in the woods. But when my eyes focused, I noticed it was a white deer. A pure white deer in the woods. She was literally glowing like a spirit of a deer. She was radiant. And she took my breath away, and I knew immediately that she was a messenger for me. She stood there in our woodland yard for a moment, long enough to connect with me, and then she slowly walked away, fading into the trees. In the misty woods, I saw your light. I could see your spirit in your pure white. You left your gift with me that night. This beautiful gift both stunned me and exhilarated me. She felt otherworldly, like a divine message from the heavens. I knew right away to keep my eyes and my ears and my heart opened, because that big thing I felt coming was now here. Shortly after the white deer connection, I noticed that I was becoming more and more exhausted as the days went on. My body was literally coming to a halt. One afternoon, I could not go on. I literally couldn't get up off the couch. That week, I stayed in bed and researched all the things I had heard of: chronic fatigue syndrome, fibromyalgia, lupus, MS. But never once had I even considered Lyme disease, even after all those tick bites. I grew up in Kentucky, pulling them off my body all the time, and I never got sick, so I never associated them with illness. But as I was researching for why I was feeling this way, the words Lyme disease kept appearing. As I dove deeper into the list of Lyme symptoms, it's like they were speaking directly to me. I had a moment of mind-blowing realization that I was about to begin a long journey of healing. Is this why white deer came to me? To tell me I was sick? To usher in some new lifestyle of being bedridden? I'm so sick of my bed. I've got pain in my head. Won't you tell me I can live my life instead? Won't you tell me that I can live my life instead? I was lucky enough to test positive for Lyme disease with a clear diagnosis and a guaranteed dose of antibiotics. But as I began the medicine, I only became worse. After many, many months of antibiotics and debilitating symptoms, I kept asking myself, why am I not improving? I'm taking the medicine. Why am I not getting better? Why am I not improving? Why? And I slowly started to evolve from, I can't believe I'm sick, to, why am I sick? Why am I sick? It felt bigger than a tick bite. Is this why white deer came? To tell me to look beyond the disease into a greater purpose? Why am I here? What is this journey? I did not wish to go, but I now choose not to worry. I choose to go with the flow. So after being forced to slow down, I remember laying in bed, looking out the window at the dancing trees, and actually seeing them for the very first time in my whole life. Even though I lived with them, I never slowed down long enough to truly connect with them and feel their vibrancy. I began to surrender to my experience instead of fight it. I allowed my body to fully rest and my mind to melt into nothing. I guess I was learning how to just be. I stopped trying to find the great next cure and just accepted that this was a spiritual journey and a lesson in coexisting with something greater than myself. No medicine would ever work until I surrendered to the lesson of the white deer. The white deer said to me, it's time to heal and evolve. But first, you must surrender and slow down and believe that anything is possible. This wasn't about the tick. the antibiotics, the pain and the fatigue, the seizures. Those were the branches of the illness. But the root of the illness, the trunk, was about my soul. This was an internal spiritual pilgrimage given to me for growth. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Don't forget your light. Don't forget your light. So with practice, I intentionally climbed out of my mind and into my heart. I rested in the arms of nature and my divine. I connected with my authentic self and asked her what she needed. I found myself in those painful days, searching for the light. I had to realize that anything is possible, even a white deer, a beacon of light in the darkness. I pray that you too can find your white deer. It's been many years since the white deer, and many more stories of healing and transformation that I would like to share with you. Music has been such an important part of my journey. It's been very incredibly healing for me, and I like to share that with you too. I teach free ukulele for healing lessons on Facebook. And I'd love it if you connected with me there and here and we became friends. I hope my story was good medicine to you and supports you on your journey to wholeness. My spirit is hugging your spirit right now. So I'll leave you with a medicine song that I wrote when I was very sick called Heal My Cells. I'll play it on my beautiful guitar that was made for me by my friend. I invite you to just melt away into this. Sing with me sweetly. see you next time at Musical Storytime, my friends. Thank you for joining me.